Hi, my name is Trent Ralston, and today I will be speaking about the most important creature on this planet and how little most people know about how we actually rely on them. Bees are the most important little creatures on this planet for so many reasons. I have been researching bees and their effects on the environment, humanity, and the planet as a whole for most of my life. Without pollination, what would happen to the food supply? One of every 3 bites we consume in a day relies solely on pollination. Let that sink in. 1 out of 3. Bees don't just carry the weight of our food supply on their backs, but they also provide food for the largest variety of wildlife on every continent besides Antarctica. To make the list even longer, bees are responsible for the production of a plethora of different medicines that are crucial to the survival of so many different people. The world we know today would be 100% different without bees, and that's what people need to understand before it is too late. So let's start by discussing the issue at hand in a little more depth. Bees are the most important creature on this planet in regards to the food supply and maintaining it in the future. The majority of foods on this planet are here and widespread due to bees. Only corn and wheat are pollinated by the wind, whereas the rest of the foods on this planet spread from bee pollination. According to Friends of the Earth, bees pollinate nearly 90% of flowering plants on this planet, and as a result, indirectly provide food for some of the most beloved animals on this planet that we also rely on for food. Without bees, we would lose beef, chicken, and so many other meats. On top of that, we would lose so many of the most delicious and nutritious plants that are vital to our health. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, bees are the primary commercial pollinator on the planet, and the added revenue to crop production from pollinators is valued at $18 billion. It is so clear to see the degree of importance that bees represent in our society, as without bees, grocery stores would be barren and empty, and millions of people across the world would starve. If the importance of their food production isn't enough to convince you of their importance as a whole, then the impact they have on the medical supply will have you. Bees do so much for us on a daily basis, but would you expect bees to have some of the most important products for the medical field? Bees notably produce honey, the most popular of the bee products, but on top of that being produced, bees also produce multiple other products with immense benefits. Propolis is a bee product that is often referred to as bee glue that they use to build their hives. But this bee glue also contains a variety of active compounds that are incredibly beneficial to human health and have been used in developing powerful antibiotics that treat many diseases, according to the Urban Bee Lab. On top of that, a variety of other products like wax, venom, pollen, and royal jelly have so many other benefits for bees and for human health. Urban Bee Lab also describes how pollen extracts were shown to be very effective in inhibiting the development of E. coli. Even bee venom has incredible effects on human health, and one study showing that venom has potential for applications in reducing HIV in cells. It is so obvious that without bees, so many different antibiotics and medicines that are crucial to the survival of millions of people would cease to exist, or at least cease to exist in the plentiful supply like we have today. Therefore, in conclusion, it must become our number one priority to maintain the number of bees we have today and bring an understanding across the world of how these little creatures deserve to be exalted above the rest of the creatures on this planet and given our full focus and care. Without bees, you can say goodbye to all of your favorite foods and privileges you take for granted on a daily basis. Bees are the cornerstone of everything on this planet, from plant life to animal life, and the loss of bees would translate into the loss of millions of different species, the depletion of the food supply, and a very dark future for the planet. Even the medical field is impacted by bees in such an incredible way. It is our duty as people on this planet at this time in history to centralize our focus on bees and prevent this ultimate disaster that could ensue without the presence of bees. Thank you for your time.